Hey everyone, happy Labor Day. I am coming to you once again. I just finished a live about the school mask lawsuit. I wanted to just say a few words though about the marathon and about our fundraiser. Just to recap, I know it looks like people are going to be confused. They see this in their news feed. It looks exactly like I did on Saturday night. It even looks like I'm wearing the same shirt. Believe it or not, this is not the same shirt though. Similar colors, but this is a clean shirt. I slept, I showered, I put on clean clothes. Don't worry about it. But I just wanted to again thank everyone who joined us for our broadcast. It was an amazing event. It was the most amazing thing I've ever been a part of, and I've been a part of some really special things. But just to have so many people come together for the movement, so many people come together for the cause and join us. It was so beautiful. It was so uplifting, and I just really appreciate everybody's participation. All of our amazing guests. I'm not going to name names because I'll leave people out, but you know who you are, and everybody who watched it. Continue to share it. It's available on Periscope right now. It's available at Keep CT Free on Periscope, which is Twitter, of course. It's available on the Connecticut Freedom Alliance YouTube page, or it was available. And the stream from the Periscope is shared in our Facebook groups, Connecticut Freedom Alliance and We the Patriots USA. It should be there as well. We are editing it so that we can have individual interviews cut down and put up. So there should be 24 well, more than 24, because a lot of the interviews actually were only half an hour. So I don't know exactly how many interviews there were. If I can just look at this real quick and just do a quick count. I never actually counted the number of interviews. Looks like 32 interviews, and that's not counting the 2 half-hour segments for the introduction and the closing. So if we count those, it would be 34. But basically, 32 interviews with special guests, and it's just something that I was honored to do, and I plan on doing next year. I want to make this an annual event, the Vaccine Safety Awareness Marathon. Okay, on to something very important that I wanted to update you on as well. The only drawback, I started with the positive. The one negative was that our fundraising was not as we had hoped. It was very poor. Most people watched it. Many people watched it, but most people who watched it did not donate. They watched it and liked it and said great things about it, and it was amazing, and they enjoyed it, but they didn't give any money to support the groups, and that's a shame because that was part of the reason we did it. That was a big part. I mean, obviously, the number one priority was educating and reaching out to people and sharing the message so that we can resist this COVID-19 vaccine mandate that's coming down the pike. But the other reason was, of course, to try to raise money for the cause. And we want to do amazing things. We want to continue to be able to fight this legislation in the Connecticut Freedom Alliance, to lobby as we do in the Connecticut Freedom Alliance. And then as far as We the Patriots, who cannot lobby, we want to do a lot of other things as far as connecting with other activists, creating a network of activists to do education and outreach events, to do more lawsuits, litigation. We can file lawsuits. We can be plaintiffs in a lawsuit. 501c3 can do that. And we want to do that on the national level. The Connecticut Freedom Alliance also wants to continue to be able to have litigation. And that's something that obviously, if we have a specific lawsuit, we'll have a specific fundraiser for it. But even just the pre-litigation, contacting lawyers, having discussions, organizing events where lawyers can get together maybe and discuss and hash out legal strategies for across the country. I'd like to do something like that. I'd like to start some um, kind of just brainstorming here. I'd like to start some group, a litigation group within We the Patriots, to just look at different legal causes across the country and strategize with them. But that takes a lot of time, and obviously we need to grow our brand so that we are recognizable all across the country, and people want to work with us. If you're just some two-bit operation, you don't have a real organization or a real staff or anything like that, and it becomes very difficult. We need at some point we would like to hire a staff to reach out right now we have some amazing volunteers, a great group of volunteers, but we need a real staff actually to do things like digital marketing, which costs money, of course. Even if they were volunteering, the digital marketing would cost money to organize those conferences, those meetings, those collective uh, efforts. We need people to help us, and we can't. It can't just be Don and I. We can't do everything just in our spare time. Number one, we don't have a lot of spare time. So we both have full-time jobs and families, in addition to running two organizations. We don't have a lot of spare time. But the little bit of spare time we do have has to be spent actually having those meetings and having strategies, not doing all the setup and doing all the marketing and everything else. That has to be left to other people. So we need that kind of support. Accounting. That sounds like something very boring and dull and something you wouldn't want to donate to, but that's extremely important. We've hired an accountant to handle We the Patriots and CT Freedom Alliance, and she's doing an amazing job, but she's waiting to be paid the rest of her money. I made a donation to the group for the initial costs. It's $1,500 to get us set up as a 501c3. I paid her 500 out of my own pocket, but we were expecting to be able to fundraise for that to get the remaining 1,500. And actually, originally, it wasn't even a donation. I fronted it with the hope that we would get funds and I could be reimbursed that 500. But at this point, the fundraising has been so slow. I may just turn that into a donation. I'm not sure, but the point is, obviously, I donate a lot of my time to the group and to leading the group. So that's always my donation there as well. But I have put money down actually into the group besides that 500. So we really, really need your help. If we're going to make this a legitimate effort to fight for all of our freedoms, this isn't just about medical freedom. It's not just about mask mandates. It's not just about 5G. It's not just about Second Amendment rights. It's not just about religious rights all across the country. We want to do all of those things and more. Educational freedom, homeschooling. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of the things that we want to do. But we're not going to be able to do it without funding. We need to, again, grow this as a legitimate organization. We already have coordinators set up in many different states, from Oklahoma to Washington State to New York to Texas. We have a lot of great people that are doing a lot of tremendous work for us for free, volunteering right now for us. But again, we want to grow this into a legitimate organization that is that can host large events, educational events, and as far as the Connecticut Freedom Alliance goes, lobbying efforts and rallies and things like that. So we just really, really need to reach people, and this is the work we do is so important. So please, if you haven't had a chance to donate yet, I will put it up on the screen. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oops. Sorry about that. Where is it now? So where is the actual link? Here we go. So if you can make a donation, both of those websites are up and running. Well, ConnecticutFreedomAlliance.org has been for quite a while, but WeThePatriotsUSA.org is a new website. Please go. They both have donate buttons on them. Consider a donation today. With Connecticut Freedom Alliance, we have monthly donations set up as well. Share the word, spread the word. If you liked the 24-hour marathon, you want us to continue to do exciting events like that with amazing guests, please support our cause. I mean, again, it was great that we had a lot of viewers. We had a lot of people who tuned in and really enjoyed it and said, "This is amazing. This is awesome. We want to see this. We want to see this again. Keep up the good work." Well, the only way I'm going to be able to keep up the good work, the only way Don's going to be able to keep up the good work, and any of us really are going to be able to keep these things afloat are with donors. That's the only way any kind of charitable organization, grassroots organization, nonprofit, as we expect to be with We the Patriots USA, that is pending. The only way we're going to be able to do that is with donations. If we don't have anyone willing to support us financially, it's not going to last very long. So please, please, please consider the donation today. Consider becoming a monthly donor. We really, anything you can give, even if it's only $5 a month, $10 a month, spread the word. Ask all of your friends and family to contribute as well, because we want to make this into a very, very large, powerful organization that defends freedom all across the United States with We the Patriots USA, and for Connecticut Freedom Alliance within Connecticut and the Northeast region. So please, reach out to us if you have any questions. We're very transparent with all of our efforts, with where all of our money goes. We have an accountant keeping uh, very detailed and thorough books for us, and would be happy to share information with you. Anyone who asks for it, we share. We don't keep any secrets. We're an open book in that regard, because we want you to know that we're doing this because we have no choice. We feel we have no choice. This activism has become our lives. When I say us, I mean Dawn, myself, Jen. This is what it's all about. This is why we're here: is to help people, to preserve our rights, our fundamental freedoms, so that we can be a free people again. Because living the way that we've been living for the last 9 months, 8 months, whatever it's been, that's not freedom. We're not a free people. So, if anyone has any comments or questions, thank you, Jay. I really appreciate that. Event not available. The rallies to get our season back. I'm not sure what that event was, but Jay, if you could find a better link, they say it's not working. So you might want to just check that out. Yes, if anyone can help us, if you have any ideas, again, we have a great team of volunteers. We're going to have them continue working, getting out the word and helping us grow our donor base. But I just felt it was important that I come on and update you. That was the only negative. Nothing else about the broadcast was, yeah, we had a couple little technical glitches here and there, but that wasn't a big deal. We figured that out. The only negative from the 24-hour marathon is that, unfortunately, didn't really bring in a lot of money. It didn't really do much to help us in our advance our efforts to take back our rights, our medical freedom, parental freedom, preserving our rights in our state legislature here in Connecticut for the Connecticut Freedom Alliance. It didn't bring in a lot of money for that. So, that was a disappointment. I was hoping there was so much interest, and we had so many viewers from all around the world, that I expected that there would be more support, but unfortunately there wasn't. And I know these are hard times for a lot of people. A lot of people haven't had a steady income since all of this craziness started. And I know not everybody's able to. They have, for personal reasons or whatever, they can't really give a lot of money. But when we rely exclusively on donations, it's kind of hard to stay afloat if you don't have donors. So anyway, that's all I have to say. I don't want to ramble on too much longer. I appreciate you. Even again, whether you've donated or not, we appreciate that you're members of these groups. We appreciate your continued support. But we really do need your help. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you soon.